So this is Enforcement, in my opinion a pretty underrated first-person shooter on Roblox, which is still quote-unquote brand new in my opinion, and I wanted to make a video about this game because recently it has become one of my favorite first-person shooters on Roblox, simply because I'm kind of a bit bored of some of the other first-person shooters available, so this has been a really nice breath of fresh air for me, especially because the gunplay just feels really satisfying. The game overall is pretty nice and polished, despite I would say being still in its early stages of development. So overall this is certainly quite an interesting title in my opinion, and I definitely wanted to highlight this one, since I feel like it is quite underrated and flew probably under the radar of quite a few people here. So if you haven't checked out this game so far, definitely make sure to do that. Link will be in the description down below. Let's see if we can get the kill here. Nope, never mind. And let's talk a bit about Enforcement in today's video. Not everything about this game is perfect, and there will be also a couple of things that I wanted to highlight which are in my opinion kind of negative, but we will get to those in a couple of minutes, so stay tuned for that. Alright, I would say that's enough yapping for now. Let's actually play the game and let's get a couple of kills here and there maybe. We will see how it goes. Could be maybe going a completely different direction here, but so far so good. I think we're doing pretty decently so far. There's some guy right there. There's another guy as well down there. Let's see if we can get him. There we go. Well, it seems like my team has a slight lead here at this point, which is kind of interesting. Oh, there's a guy right there. Wait, is there actually an elevator? A working elevator? No way. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh my god, there we go. A working elevator in a game like this. This is definitely not something I was expecting. And you also have the nice arriving sound. That's pretty cool. Alright, cool. I just learned a new thing about this game. Attention to detail, 10 out of 10. Meanwhile, my team is just capping the hill alone. And I'm just yapping about an elevator. 10 out of 10 teammate, that's who I am. Okay, there we go, we got the kill, surprisingly. Let's actually use some of the kill streak rewards, which I haven't even talked about. This is kind of why I would say this game is inspired by Call of Duty, or by the likes of Call of Duty. You can see you have these kill streak rewards, which are pretty cool to be honest. Let's get the kill there. Totally fair and balanced. And let's see if we can maybe get a couple more. Oh, well that one didn't land where I was hoping it would land. A bit unfortunate. But I mean, as you can see, we did really good there. 17 and 3, that's not too bad. This game also features a store, which is something I haven't really talked much about so far. There's a few different cosmetics. You can also buy the in-game currency, but like I said, this still looks like it's in quote-unquote very early stages of development. So now that we've just played the game for a couple of minutes, let's talk about some of the things that I would say can definitely receive some improvements. The user interface would be, in my opinion, one of those aspects where it can receive some improvements. One example would be the gunsmith as an example. If you want to select something, you have to double click, which I think is kind of unintuitive in my opinion. I'm not entirely sure if this is fair to say, but as an example, if you want to select something, like I said, you have to double click to lock it in. And if you want to go back, then you're not supposed to press the back button because this just leaves the menu, which in my opinion, once again, this is just kind of nitpicking at this point, but it's a bit confusing. I hope this point gets across nicely. I'm not trying to hate on this game. Those are just a couple of minor annoyances that I've had with, as an example, the gunsmith. There are some other aspects as well about the user interface, which like I said, I think can need some improvement. But I would say that this game, like I said, is still in its early stages of development. So just something I wanted to mention for the developers to take notes of. But other than that, there isn't really much to complain here. And I would say another aspect of the game that can also receive some smaller improvements has to be the movement. I feel like at times it is still a bit, I don't want to say clunky, but a bit unintuitive. I don't really know how to phrase this in a nice way without sounding completely disrespectful or something. But like I said, I feel like the movement could receive some smaller adjustments here and there with some aspects of it, like the diving mechanic and stuff like that. Sometimes, like I said, it still feels quote-unquote a bit clunky. Other than that, the gunplay, like I said, is definitely one of the highlights for this game in my opinion. The guns feel very satisfying. There's quite a large variety of different type of guns to use, and we will take a look at some of those in a couple of minutes. For now, we've been using the AK with just a different sight. Other than that, I didn't put any modifications on it, so certainly quite interesting. Something that is also worth noting is that you also have these different perks, which is once again in my opinion inspired by games like Call of Duty as an example, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Alright, this is going to be the final round of enforcement today. Let's see how we can perform with our upgraded AK-47 now. And there we go, we got 2 people, so not the worst start so far, I would say.
Ready for deployment. Repeat. Helicopter. Friendly Predator missile inbound. Friendly helicopter inbound.
And there we go, we got the helicopter. So now we just need a bunch more kills. Which is going to be kind of the struggle. We need 16 more kills, damn. I am honestly not sure whether or not we can get that many kills. We also only have 1 more minute, damn, that's gonna be impossible. Let's do John Wick-like. Just with the pistol. Maybe not. There we go. No, I don't wanna die. Aw, I think we got knifed. I don't know. Well, no nuke for us. It was worth a try. Oh, there we go. 24 and 6. Not too bad.